So you asked me how to conquer fear. My suggestion is, instead of trying to conquer your fear, you try to understand what is fear. If you observe the movement of fear, you will see there are three kinds of prominent fear. The first one is fear of unknown, fear of death. Death also, you're not afraid of death directly because you don't know what is death. How can you be afraid of something you don't know? It's unknown. So I would say it's fear of unknown. Then you have fear of darkness. And then the third one is fear of going crazy. We all feel like we are on the verge of going crazy once in a while, and you will feel like, oh my God, I will go crazy. So these three prominent fears you can observe in yourself, and they are all based on one thing, that you are constantly thinking about future. And whatever you think about future is based on past knowledge. Without past, you cannot project anything in future. Let's say you were sick earlier, few months ago or few years ago. Now you are afraid I might get sick again. You had an accident before. Now you are afraid I might get again some kind of accident, or some bad thing can happen to me. So this is how we generate fear. Now, if you have lust for life, try to understand it. Lust for life is different than love for life. Love for life, you want to be more alive, you want to celebrate, you want to live totally. Lust for life is, right now you are living a miserable life and you are just wanting to escape from that misery. Let's say, take another example. If you are afraid of darkness, it shows that you have never explored darkness. You have only tried to long or have lust for light. So do you see the difference? Love for light, lust for light, these different terminology we have. Third example, let's take, if you are afraid of going crazy, losing control, that simply shows that you want to control every situation. You don't want to let go. You don't want to let things happen on their own natural course. You are a controlling person. Of course, you will be afraid of going crazy, because when you go crazy, you have no more control of things. Now, how to deal with it? This is the fact. How to deal with it? Let's say, take example of fear of death. Fear of death people have because you know your life is not burning like a fire. You're not living totally. You're constantly living in that fear. So to deal with this fear, you need to accept death as a natural phenomenon of life. If you want to be free from the fear of darkness, you need to accept darkness. Because the whole life is coming from darkness. Before your birth, you were in darkness. The darkness, instead of taking it as a fearful thing, take it as a relaxation. Light is a stress. When you are in darkness, you can go in deep, deep, deep relaxation. So, whenever you have the opportunity to be in darkness, just try to relax your body, relax your mind, and feel that you have become one with darkness. Soon you will find that which seems to you scary, that which you call darkness, is actually very relaxing. And in that deep relaxation and let go, the fear of darkness will disappear. Same thing, one of the greatest barrier to meditation is fear of death. When you start relaxing in darkness, the body relaxes, the mind relaxes. A point will come when you will feel that I am disappearing. I am going to die. I have no more control over my body. Breath even becomes so slow that yogis sometimes try to put a mirror in front of their nose to see whether the person is still breathing or not. So the breath slows down, the thinking process almost disappears. You feel like I'm going to die. And from that point, many people escape. They never do meditation because they become afraid. Now, if you accept that death is part of life, then you will accept death, and you will see when you start coming closer to that point where you feel like I'm disappearing, and you don't run away, don't be afraid, let go, then the other side of death is eternal life. Then you will realize you never die. Actually, you have never died. You have always been here. Just we change the body and form, but you need to experience this actuality as a reality in you, that you never die. You have always been here, and that's what you can call it, soul, or your life force, or source of life, or your being. But there is something inside you which never dies. Once you realize that, all fear of life disappears completely.